Hey guys, Steph Mischuk with and girls with killersites.com and killervideostore.com and other sites. One of the advantages that, for me, one of the main advantages that Mac had over Windows was the fact that viruses were few and far between. You didn't get viruses too much. Part of the reason was because there was so few Macs out there relative to Windows that the virus makers said, don't even bother with it. Another reason why you saw less viruses, as far as I understood, was because the Mac operating system, Mac OS X, is based on a Unix flavor of Unix called FreeBSD, if I recall. So Unix in of itself is a more secure operating system. Doesn't mean it's 100% safe, but it is more secure than Windows, at least as far as I understand. I'm not an expert in Unix. Anyway, you may have heard recently, this is the early April 2012, a big Mac virus has hit the web. It's hit over 500,000 machines where it's downloading all kinds of crap. So you don't want to, the virus basically sticks something on your machine and checks your hard drive for banking information or whatever information it may find interesting, and then it sends this off to a server somewhere. So, bottom line, and the point of this video blog is that Mac OS is one of its major advantages. The perception, the security is now gone. And as a result, we're seeing, amongst other things, more cracks or more chinks in Apple's armor of dominance that we've seen over the last 5 years or so. As I've mentioned in another video, I believe that Windows has an opportunity here to really make some major headway with Windows 8 combined with Nokia Lumia phone, and which uses a Windows 8 derivative, meaning it looks the same. It's a tile-based Windows operating system. And when you look at the new high-end, really slick-looking Ultrabooks that basically look like the Mac Air, and other laptops that are now stylistically and power-wise matching the Apple computer devices. What's the other point? Yeah, the other point is that, I have to be honest with you, I stopped using really Windows too much with Windows XP. Windows Vista was a total disaster, so I forgot. I didn't even bother. But now Windows 7, I've been looking at it, and I'm actually pretty impressed at how much Microsoft has progressed. I heard Windows 8 is, from what I've seen, is even much better. I'm looking at Windows again because I got to do a bunch of new tutorials, updated tutorials with Windows, because still by far and away Windows is the predominant operating system used out there. Here's another advantage I think Windows may have, a very smart move, in that they've integrated HTML5 and JavaScript into the core operating system. So developers, programmers with HTML5 and JavaScript knowledge should be able to write apps for Windows native apps. Now, I don't know the details. I haven't looked at it in detail, but it's something worth noting. And I think that this is important because the easier it is for software developers to create programs for a particular platform, the more software you're going to have, the more attractive the platform is. So there you go. Yeah, one of the main advantages that Mac had was the protection from viruses and Trojans and all this kind of stuff. It seems as though that era is now done. It may have been done a year or so ago, but as far as I know, haven't gotten any Mac viruses. Knock on wood. But it's something to be concerned about now. And the solution is to use virtual machines. That's the solution. What is that? Well, on Mac, that's using Fusion, installing a version of Windows, and in there surf with your Windows on your sites that may be dangerous. Doing that will protect you from viruses, because the viruses will be contained within the virtual machine. That's what I used to do when I was still using Windows XP a lot. I had, personally I was using VMware Fusion, although there are free virtual machines out there that are apparently pretty good. I've never used them, but that's what I'm told. Anyhow, I use VMware Workstation for Windows, and I would just install different versions of Microsoft Windows so that I could surf the web with them and not have to worry about Trojans and so on. Because if I got a Trojan, I just rolled back the virtual machine, and there was no problem. If you don't know what a virtual machine is, it's basically a sandbox that you install in your computer, and then you install your operating system, Windows, in that sandbox. Nothing gets out of it. So if you get a virus there, doesn't matter, it can't get out. And another big advantage of that is that you can just say, roll back to the version of Windows before that virus came around. So you can do these type of things. It's pretty cool. I won't get into details here. I was using it, besides for surfing, I was using it for software development, so I could test apps that I built on different versions of Windows or with different versions of Internet Explorer back in the day. Anyway, that's it. A little bit of a rambling vblog. All right, it's late. I'm a little tired. Ciao.